Emma was a quiet girl who loved spending time in nature. Every weekend, she would go to the park near her house and sit under the biggest tree, reading books about faraway places and magical worlds. She loved imagining herself in those adventures, exploring hidden lands and meeting mysterious creatures. One Saturday afternoon, as she walked through the park, she noticed something unusual. A small path, covered in leaves and vines, led away from the main road. She had never seen it before. Her heart raced with excitement. Could this be a secret path? Without hesitation, she stepped onto the path and followed it. The trees grew taller and denser as she walked. Sunlight peeked through the branches, casting golden spots on the ground. Birds chirped, and the air smelled fresh and earthy. After a few minutes, she reached a tall, wooden gate covered in ivy. It looked old and forgotten. Emma hesitated for a moment, then pushed it open. The gate creaked as it moved, revealing a hidden garden on the other side. Emma gasped. The garden was beautiful. Flowers of all colors bloomed everywhere. A small fountain in the center sparkled in the sunlight. Butterflies danced in the air, and the grass was soft under her feet. It was like stepping into a fairy tale. She walked deeper into the garden, exploring every corner. Suddenly, she heard a soft voice. "Who are you?" Emma turned quickly and saw a boy standing behind a tall bush. He had curly hair and bright green eyes. "I'm Emma," she said. "I just found this place." "What is it?" The boy smiled. "This is the secret garden," he said. "My name is Leo. I've been taking care of it." Emma was surprised. "You take care of all this by yourself?" she asked. Leo nodded. "Yes. My grandfather told me about this garden when I was little. It was his special place. Now I take care of it, just like he did." Emma looked around in wonder. "It's magical," she said. "How did you find it?" Leo sat on a nearby rock. "One day, I followed a butterfly through the trees, and it led me here. Since then, I've been coming every day, but no one else has ever found it. Until now." Emma felt special. "Maybe I was meant to find it too," she said. "Can I help you take care of it?" Leo smiled. "I'd like that." From that day on, Emma and Leo met in the secret garden every weekend. They watered the flowers, fed the birds, and made sure everything was beautiful. Emma felt happy in the garden. It was their secret world, full of beauty and wonder. One day, while digging near the fountain, Emma found something unusual. It was a small wooden box covered in dirt. She called Leo over, and together they opened it. Inside, there was an old notebook. The pages were yellowed with age, and the writing was neat and careful. Leo's eyes widened. "This was my grandfather's," he said. "I remember him writing in this." Emma flipped through the pages. There were notes about different plants, sketches of birds and animals, and even stories about the garden. "It's like a history of this place," she said. Leo nodded. "My grandfather loved the garden. He wanted it to be a place of peace and happiness." Emma smiled. "And now we can continue his work." From that moment on, they followed the notebook's advice, planting new flowers, caring for the trees, and making sure the garden stayed beautiful. They even added their own notes and drawings, continuing the story of the secret garden. Years passed, and Emma and Leo grew up, but they never stopped coming to the garden. It remained their special place, full of memories and magic. And one day, when they were much older, they found a little girl standing by the gate, looking curious and excited. Emma and Leo smiled at each other. It was time to pass on the secret. "Would you like to see something special?" Emma asked the girl. The girl nodded, and they led her into the secret garden. And so, the story continued, forever growing, just like the beautiful garden they had come to love.